Hello, all. This is Wilson from 3 a.m. Rush. And not too long ago, I came across some videos that spoke of circles and crosses. And I thought the information that I was learning needed to be shared because I recently attended a church that had a circle and cross symbol above their church. And with time, I ended up presenting this information to the elders and the pastors. Um, my goal for this video is that you may be attending a church that has a circle and a cross. So it's good to know the symbology that's around you, especially at your place of worship. So I pray that this can be a blessing to you, this message, and that you pray for wisdom so that you can apply the knowledge learned and in turn give glory to God. Amen. Hello everyone, this presentation is called Circle and Crosses. And the question is, what is the circle that is placed over the cross? And what does it symbolize? Well, the common answer that you would hear out there is the circle symbolizes a halo. Is a halo biblical? And could this circle and cross combo be an ancient pagan symbol? Let's review these videos.
What about halos? Well, there you have a halo in the Japanese god of happiness. There you have a halo in Krishna. There you have a halo in a Hindu deity. It's a symbol of the sun. And there you have a halo in a Roman Catholic figure. This one I photographed in the cathedral, brand new cathedral that they built in London, the Roman Catholic Cathedral. It has so many pagan symbols that just boggles the mind. And by the way, the crosier is the serpent. Can you see that? They lean upon the serpent. Very interesting. Well, here's another Eastern deity with the halo behind it. And there are the Japanese and Chinese ones with the halos behind them. And the symbol of the cross. There you have it in Mesopotamia. It was a symbol of the sun god. This is long before Christ. Long before Christ. There you have it again in a Mesopotamian relief. And there you have it, this cross in the form of an ankh. Of Babylon. And you had this structure over here, the circle with the cross in it, was a symbol of Baal. You'll find it in many, many churches today. Structures like this one, for example. What would you say that structure was? It looks like the Star of David, doesn't it? Now, well, the Star of David has nothing to do with David, and you will not find the Star of David in the Bible. This is a star that was used even in the times of the Hittites. It's a symbol of Baal. You'll find that Islam uses it. There's the name Allah in the hexagram. And here you will find in it. Hinduism uses it. It was used in Baal worship. The half moon with a star in it, or the sickle moon, as is used in Islam, there you'll find it amongst the Hittites. This symbol over here, well, there you find it being used in NATO, by NATO today, and triune form. In this cathedral over here, you have very interesting relief. Here you have the lion with eagle's wings, with the sun at the back. A very prominent Babylonian symbol, and the Roman Catholic Church calls this a symbol of St. Mark. Now, I'm sure you'll find great difficulty finding a lion with eagle's wings with a solar blaze behind the head as a symbol of St. Mark, would you? Now, what is he looking at? He's looking at a circle over here with a cross in it. And that was one of the main symbols of the solar deity. This was a symbol of Lucifer, the symbol of the circle with a cross in it. You find it in many, many organizations today. Serpents. Solar wheels. Now it gets exciting. I'm almost done. Hang around. A Syrio-Babylonian altar with the solar wheel. Notice there's the straight one and there's the curved one. So you have two crosses, one in the other. They don't always have to be curved and straight, but the one represents the female, the curved one, and the other one represents the union of the male and the female. So you have 8 spokes in this system. This is called the solar wheel. Now there you have the solar wheel in a Buddhist temple, and there you have it in Egyptian, the Osiris riding the solar wheel. See, it's just 8 spokes. And that's really what it is the 2 crosses, symbol of the sun god, coming together. There you have it in the Catholic cathedral in Notre Dame, and there you have it on that famous temple at Karanak in India, where they have all those terrible sculptures which are associated with that form of worship. There's another solar wheel with a Madonna holding it. There's a modern one on a Roman Catholic altar. And the biggest solar wheel in the world you will find in the Vatican Square. There it is. Now this is an interesting story. This solar wheel, there it is, 8 spokes. If you count them over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In the middle, you have the main symbol of the sun god, which is the circle with the cross in it. Remember I showed you the bull and I showed you the lion looking towards the circle with the cross in it? That's the symbol of sun worship. And in the middle, you have the stela. There it stands, the symbol of Osiris, transported from Egypt to this particular spot. And the Pope had it moved to that spot. And he commissioned, or he put out a tender to move it. And he commissioned that those who moved it to this spot, should they let it fall and it should break, all the workers would be put to death. It took a long while to find someone who would actually do it. But they finally did it and built it. Now then,
This video right here is atheist documentarian adds an astrological perspective. It may sound familiar. It's called Zeitgeist.
Coming back to the cross of the zodiac, the figurative life of the sun, this was not just an artistic expression or tool to track the sun's movement. It was also a pagan spiritual symbol, the shorthand of which looked like this. This is not a symbol of Christianity. It is a pagan adaptation of the cross of the zodiac. This is why Jesus and early occult art is always shown with.
Now here's a picture of a very popular church in Broward, out here in Florida, and you can see the cross within the sun. So it's a very interesting symbol, choice of symbology that they use to represent their church. Now I reside in Hollywood, and I started noticing this symbol church after church. So we have Chaminade Nativity Catholic School. They have like an area with this big stone cross. Around the corner from that is Hollywood Hills United Methodist. You got St. Andrew's Presbyterian with several crosses with multiple circles around it. And you see this one right here, and it's not even a cross. It's just almost resembles a Maltese cross within the circle. Now over here in Hollywood Spanish SDA, which was previously a Catholic church, you'll see Jesus here with a circle and a cross, symbolized somewhat as a halo. Again over here, you'll also see a Maltese cross right here. Not too far from that is Christ Ambassadors Ministry, and you could see it slightly, but you can see the circle around the cross right there also. And you kind of wonder, do these church leaders, are they aware of this symbol and the origin of this symbol? So right here is a church that I used to go to, and I was told after showing them this presentation that they were remodeling the church, and that they already had plans to remove the cross and the circle. With that being said, that was over 2 years ago, and as of right now, it's still on the church. So you wonder if the leadership team, well, I know for a fact the leadership team is aware of this symbol, but do the people that attend church there, are they also aware of this symbol? So we just pray that God gives us wisdom, and that we can apply that wisdom.